Noisy Pixel.
You know, I didn't get any games for Christmas this year, man.
What's that, Jordy? Can't beat that nicotine addiction, can you?
Why the fuck would you even say that to me, man?
I got you something.
Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles. I have a lot of memories with this game from the holidays. Wow. Thanks, Shy Guy. What's up, everyone? Some of the Noisy Pixel staff got together for the holiday season, and we decided to pick our favorite winter games. So without further ado, please enjoy this video, and like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Was there ever an argument that Die Hard wasn't the best Christmas movie of all time? I didn't think so. Well, it just so happens that that great movie also received a nice video game adaptation on the PlayStation, which bundled the complete trilogy onto one disc. But let's just focus on the original. Christmas spirit is in the air, and John McClane is gearing up to put a stop to a group of terrorists. Climb the floors of the Nakatomi Plaza and save the day. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, this game is dope. And if you think it sucks, well then you obviously hate Christmas. So if you're looking for a wholesome Christmas game to play with the family this season, dust off that PS1 and pop in Die Hard Trilogy and kill some terrorists. Or play Die Hard with a vengeance and just run people over till you get bored.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Ah, Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year, right? A time with kids jingle belling and everyone telling you to be of good cheer. Well, Tokyo RPG Factory's JRPG, I Am Setsuna, ain't about that life. It's an emotional sleigh ride that doesn't have you gleefully cheering ho ho ho, but instead makes you bawl your eyes out and go, no, 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 as you watch its tragic tale of a broken world unfold. In the game, you play as a mercenary who needs to escort an 18-year-old girl to her death, as she's the sacrifice that'll kinda stop monsters from attacking humankind. Definitely not your typical feel-good Hallmark Channel wintertime story, huh? I Am Setsuna's highly emotional story and beautiful piano-centric soundtrack will hit you right in the feels. But you'll also go on a nice little nostalgic trip, as I Am Setsuna pays homage to old-school JRPGs. There's classic turn-based combat, a world map, pretty crazy, right? A text-driven narrative, and more JRPG gifts to enjoy. And a warm, cozy blanket ready for this one.
No one ever really wants to go to work over the Christmas break. That's probably why Fuyukawa Kokoro, one of the protagonists of Remember 11 and a 20-year-old third-year sociology major, waited until the 11th of January before flying out to Sphere, a remote psychiatric hospital, to interview a 19-year-old serial killer with dissociative identity disorder. It didn't go well. Our other protagonist is Satoru Yukido, a physics graduate who is already at Sphere, and appears to have fallen off the clock tower. Wow, this day is going swimmingly, isn't it? Remember 11 follows the stories of two people in completely different life and death situations that become inexplicably weaved together. Kokoro and the other survivors of a plane crash attempt to find rescue while stranded in the mountains, and the now amnesiac Satoru is stuck in a psychiatric hospital, and it looks like someone wants to finish what they started with him at the top of the clock tower. Each event is crazy in its own right, but when Kokoro wakes up in Sphere looking like a blonde-haired guy, and Satoru ends up a cute girl in a mountain lodge, things get just a bit messier. The two start swapping minds, leading into one insane mystery, alongside desperate struggles of survival. The game will also offer choices, and what you decide will mean the difference between survival and dying in a multitude of horrendous manners, like freezing to death in a snowstorm or being stabbed. Remember 11 is a roller coaster of the highest caliber, filled with emotion that culminates in a mystery that will stay with you until well after the story ends.
Never Alone, in my opinion, really captures the meaning of Christmas. You may be wandering the blizzard-ridden tundra of the great northwest of Alaska, but this game stands by its beliefs, and you get your own little white fox friend. What can be better? You and your fox friend playing around and wandering the great ever-growing landscape, plus there are spiritual pals ready to lift you and guide you through your adventures. Mixing this all together with a story elevated by the elders and storytellers of the Inupiat people really drives home the message that no matter the culture, Christmas is about... Holy shit! Is that a freaking polar bear? Run! That thing's gonna kill you! No! Get up! No! Keep running! Oh god, don't let that thing catch you! We should have listened to our parents. Coming out here was a bad idea. Oh thank god, our fox friend saved us. Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, we should probably... Oh, what the hell? No, now there's an ugly caveman chasing us. Why is this happening to us? I don't deserve this. I don't remember last time I was genuinely happy to even live here. This place sucks. Oh, jeez, we lost him. Oh, God. Screw this. Christmas is much better indoors anyways. I just can't wait to get home and... fuck. Merry Christmas?
You can't have a Christmas games list without talking about the infamous Elf Bowling game and its sequels. For those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, Elf Bowling was a game created by Envision Design as part of a promotional marketing campaign towards the end of the 90s, and gained notoriety due to it being an exe file that would be passed around from person to person via email. The method of distribution led many people to believe it was a virus, and there was a big scare about it, especially when a rumor spread that if you didn't delete the file by Christmas, it would infect your computer and delete your entire hard drive. Those of us that threw caution to the wind, or just didn't know better, opened the file to find a charming and simple bowling game in which you play as Santa throwing bowling balls at crude and sassy elves who fart and make quips and dirty jokes. The story of the game is hilariously stupid. The elves are on strike, and instead of giving in to the elves' demands, Santa decides to line their elf asses up and knock them out with bowling balls to teach them a lesson and get them back to work. What follows is a simple bowling game in which you press a button to throw a bowling ball when the yellow arrow lines up where you want it. There were many sequels to the game, and the first two games even made it onto the Game Boy Advance. I could go on and on about the numerous sequels, but to keep things short, here are some notable things from those games. The second game has you playing a version of Shuffleboard, where you play as Santa who is trying to win a bet with his lazy brother to see who gets to run Christmas. And there's a bet that involves some unspeakable favors from Mrs. Claus. The third game has you slinging elves at targets in the snow using Mrs. Claus's giant bra. Around the fourth game, the art style switches to 3D, and the game gains some additional mechanics and a full story to make it seem more like a complete game. So if you have some time to kill and enjoy playing stupid, strange, yet charming games, give the Elf Bowling games a shot. There's also a film based on the games that came out in 2007. If you're that bored. Or want to punish your friends and family.